Hi guys, what do we have here? Boomer crash indices. Well, if you're a beginner and you want to start trading boomer crash indices without breaking the sweat, then this video is for you. But before we get started, there are things you need to understand when it comes to trading boomer crash indices the right way. Now, boomer crash is not like your regular, trading that you normally trade. Now, this type of trading is highly volatile and also risky as well. But if you know how to do it the right way, it won't be that much difficult for you to understand. Okay, now first and foremost, this type of trading requires a lot of practice and consistency. Now, when you trade boomer crash indices, you don't just focus on other pairs, you focus on boomer crash indices alone within a certain amount of time, right? Now, when you're trading these boomer crash indices, you want to try and remove fear from your mind, because I can tell you that this when you trade boomer crash, you'll be I think you have a little bit of fear because this market can drop on you and take all your profits and even end up taking away your capital as well. So when you're trading, boomer crash indices, you need to be mindful and understand what type of trading you are trading, right? Now, how to make boomer crash, easier for you if you're trading it. Now, there's this concept, that you need to understand. Now, when you're trading boomer crash indices, you want to make sure that you always, do proper analysis on boomer crash. Proper analysis is the key. Okay. Now, technical analysis. Now, when you're trading on the boomer crash indices, you go over to the higher time frame, then back to the 1 minute time frame. You don't trade boomer crash on the higher time frame unless you have big accounts. All right. Unless you have a bigger account and you want to hold on to the market for a very long period of time. That's when you trade boomer crash on the higher time frame. Now, if you are a beginner, you start from the lower time frame before the higher time frame, but that doesn't mean that you won't go over to the higher time frame to confirm your entries, because basically when you're trading on the boomer crash market, you basically do your analysis on the higher time frame, come back to the 1 minute time frame, observe that analysis and make sure that it matches with the higher time frame before you enter into your trade. All right, it's not like a forex market whereby you get signals from the news. Okay, it's not like first market, not like that. Okay, and you don't just enter a buying trend. All right, now when it comes to forex, the normally say follow the market trend. You follow the trend. When the market is buying, you follow the buying. The market is selling, you follow the selling. But that's not how it works right here on boomer crash. On boomer crash, you only follow the trend on the higher time frame. That's if you have a bigger account. All right, now let's say you have a 10K account, a $10,000 account, and you want to follow the trend. That's perfect because you know that you have enough capital to hold on to the market stability. But if you have a small account, you want to make sure that, you scalp the market. That means taking advantage of small price movements within a particular period of time. Okay, taking advantage of price movement. Just like you go into the market, you take 5, you take 3, and you are out. Then you wait again for another opportunity. That's how you trade boomer crash the perfect way as a beginner without breaking a sweat. I'm going to share with you a perfect strategy that you can use to trade boomer crash without breaking more sweat when you're trading and without, fear. But you should also understand that boomer crash comes with risk. In short, all trading comes with risk of loss. Forex comes with risk of loss. Crypto comes with risk of loss, and also boomer crash indices. It's a trading just like the forex market, but just that it mimics the forex style and it's synthetic. Okay, so there's no time whereby the market closes. So the market is open 247. So be it Monday to Sunday, the market is always open. But there's another thing again. There are good days and there are bad days. When it comes to trading boomer crash indices, you want to make sure that you understand the good days and the bad days. Now, no one can tell you. The market is not going to tell you that, okay, today is a bad day. Only you will understand that today is a bad day. Let's get it straight, right? When you're trading boomer crash indices, let's say you enter into a trade, like a trade entry, you enter 5 times, and those trades you took, each position you entered 5 times end up being successful, right? Then again, that's a good trade. Okay, let's say if you have gotten about 5 successful position, that's a good trade, right? You already make profit from that day. Then you wait, relax for another day. But whenever you place a trade and you only got 2 positive position for a success and the rest you had like about 4 losses, that's already a bad day. You don't need to go into that market again and continue to trade. You're going to end up losing and eventually building up your account. Okay, Now, when it comes to boomer crash indices, you want to make sure that you are well disciplined. You understand your risk. You want to make sure that you understand what you are risking on the market. Okay, you understand your risk management and your psychology. Do not be too emotional when it comes to trading boomer crash indices, or you just end up blowing up your account. You fund your account again and you blow it up. You fund another one and you blow it up. So that is how it is. Okay, now I'm going to show you a perfect strategy that you can use as a beginner mindset. Well, that's what we're going to be doing here. Okay, I'm going to make this as easy and simplest for you to understand as a beginner when it comes to trading boomer crash indices the right way. All right, now let's get on with it. So before we get started, you'll need an application called MT5 or MT4. Now, if you are using Android, you get that on your Google Play Store. If you are using, iPhone, you can get that on the Apple Play Store. Okay, MT5. And also you need Derive. If you go over to Derive platform, you want to sign up for CFD accounts. Then you also want to open MT5 for CFD. That's how you're able to transfer, that Derive account into MT5. So you're not trading on the Derive platform. You're only, transferring your Derive account into MT5. Then you start trading on the MT5, because that's how I normally trade. I don't trade on the website. I trade on MT5. MT5, you get, these tools that you can use, and also these other indicators that you can use to analyze your chart and be able to get good and perfect entries. All right. So now that we have started, this trading right now. So right here, I'm going to begin on crash. Let's just start with crash 1000 index. We'll go over to the crash 1000 index market, going over to the chart right now. Okay, going over to the chart. Then there are also things I'm going to explain to you that what we call lot size. Now, what is lot size? Lot size is the amount you use to buy, your trade. Now, you can start with the lowest called about 0.2 up to 1 lot, but I won't advise you to use a 1 lot size to trade. Now, you can trade with as low as 0.2. So that should give you per candlesticks, that should give you about that should give you about 10 cents for each entry. Now you can see right now, if I zoom into the chart right here, as you can see this green chart you are seeing right here is candles. This green line for a buy, that is going bullish, is the candle. Now you can decide to take 5 candles within a short period of time. Now one candle using this lot size 0.2 should give you about 10 cents for each entries. So now what I'm going to do right here, we're going to zoom out completely right here. Now after we have zoomed out from this chart right now, what we're going to do is go over to the indicator section. Now the indicator section, we're going to be using, just remember I told you guys that I'm going to make this as easier for you to understand without breaking a sweat. Okay, you can start as a beginner scalping strategy. This is scalping strategy and also flow cash spike. Okay, now we'll go over to the main chart right here. Go over to the main charts, click on that right now. Then once I go over to the main chart, first and foremost, I want to make sure that I select and look for the relative strength index. Now look for the RSI right here. Click on the RSI. You want to make sure that you set the period to 14. Then you apply to close. Okay, just as you can see. Then for the levels right here, you want to make sure that you impute for the levels. You want to say here to the first one. You want to make sure that you put on 90 there. Then you put the second one here to the level of 20. You set that to 20. Then you want to make sure that you put the pixel right here. Put out a 3 pixel. When you set the 3 pixel, then you want to make sure that you set the color to black. Then you go back again. Then you click on save at this very point. Then you go back right here. You can see we now have the RSI. There are 2 levels. Basically, we can see that there's a level here, level of 90 here, and also there's a level of 20 at this very point. Now, these 2 basic level represents buy and sell. Okay, now 90, we're going to assume that to be our overbought zone on the 1 minute time frame. Then the level 20 is going to be the oversold zone on the 1 minute time frame. So the 90 is overbought, 20 oversold. Now the next step we're going to do is look for another indicator called the MACD. Now what is the MACD? The MACD is a very powerful indicator when it comes to trading boomer crash and scalping the market. Okay, now with the MACD you can use it to know when the price is going to sell. Okay, when the spike is going to happen. Okay, the MACD tends to tell you that, but I'm going to explain more so that you can understand. Okay, now we'll go over to the indicator. You want to make sure that you set the RSI on the indicator with the 1 before the MACD. Now you select the MACD, click on that. Now, once you clicked on that, want to make sure that you select the MACD. Okay, now the MACD right here, what you see right now is fast EMA 12, slow EMA 26, MACD SMA on 9, then you apply to close. Okay, if you leave it like that, you leave the levels to none, then the main right here, you want to make sure that you set that to 1 pixels, then you save. Once you save, you go back to the main chart right here. Now, another thing you need to understand is that this line right here, you just need to add the color to, which is the style right here. We want to make sure that we put the color to black, as you can see right now. Then the signal right here, we'll put that to color white. We'll put that on 1 pixel with this first trend line. The main color should be this second pixel with a black line right there. Just as you can see, then you click on save and you want to go back to the main chart right now. Perfect. Okay, then another thing we need to understand, I really want this to be, a lot easier for you, so I don't want anything to be too complicated for you. So we're going to remove this blue line right here, which we're seeing right now. We're going to remove it. Okay, we're going to remove this blue line right here, and we're going to put that to, we're going to change the line right here, which we are seeing right now, put that to color white, color of our screen, and put this one to this first red line. Then we click on done at this very point. Then we'll go back onto the main chart. Now the chart is super clean for us to understand. Now when it comes to tradable macro indices like this is a very perfect strategy that you can use to scout the markets and take your perfect entries. Okay, now you start from here right now. As you can see at this very point here, you can see the market sold for a very long period of time from here, and you can see that it was at this point when price is almost at this point here, the level of 90. Now, what you need to understand concerning the MACD, when you're trading on boom and crash, when you're trading basically mostly on the crash market, on boom, all right, on the crash market, on crash, on the downward trend of the MACD tends to spike a lot. So you want to understand that whenever the market is going towards the downward trend or the MACD, you want to avoid placing a buy at that very point, because at that region, multiple spikes are going to come into the market. Okay, so that's the zone you want to avoid placing your buys. Then how do you go into a sell entry? Now, how do you go into a buy entry? Okay, now a buy entry, you want to make sure that you see an opportunity or a position whereby price is at the lower zone, which is the oversold position towards the level of 20 here at this very point. Okay, towards this very low. Now you see towards this very low here. Now at this very point, the market sold, as you can see, overbought. At this point here, the MACD touched the level of 90. At this very point, the market dropped up to this point. Again, it continued a little bit for a buy, then it dropped. Now this is overbought. Now, how do you understand overbought region? Let's make this simpler for you to understand. Let's say higher highs. If you stand on a 3-story building, let's use that for example. A 3-story building is really high. Okay, then if you throw a stone, you know that this stone, the force of that stone, let's say if you stand on a 1-story building or a 3-story building, you can know that the 3-story building is higher than the 1-story building, right? Then when you drop a stone from the 1-story building and a stone from the 3-story building, the distance from the 1-story building to the 3-story building, is high, right? Now the force and the speed that stone will drop from the 1-story building and the 3-story building are different. Okay, now the force, now we assume here as the 3-story building, you can see the force here. You avoid placing your buys because there's a higher volatility here. The chances of the market dropping is really high, so you want to make sure that you avoid placing buys at this point. You only look for sell entries. Okay, you look for sell entry at this very point when you want to place your sell. Okay, it's a good opportunity for you to place a sell, and at that very point here, price go to the level of 90. Okay, the one you want to look for your buys, level 20 here at this point, you can see, then you place your buys. Okay, you wait for this perfect entry, but you don't just do that. You also go to a higher time frame, like the 1-hour time frame, to confirm your entries. Now take a look. We're on the higher time frame right now, the 1-hour time frame. You can see that the market is a bit somehow, right? you can see the trend that the market is showing right here is a bit somehow. Okay, now how do you do this perfectly? Okay, now you observe. This is how you analyze the higher time frame, like the 1 hour time frame. When you observe the higher time frame, you can see you can see that the market bought for a very long period of time, then it sold, then it bought again, it sold. Now the market is going to buy, and what I'm seeing here is that this market should buy up to this point before it will drop again. Now, once the market buys to a certain amount of time on the higher time frame, this principle works on the higher time frame. That's how I see it. Okay, every other trader are different, so it doesn't matter how they see theirs. But mine, on seeing, is that this concept, once my price tend to sell for a long period of time on the higher time frame, that price again tends to buy for that same amount of time. Okay, but you know that since you have a small account, you are not holding for a long period of time. You only want to scalp. Okay, so what you do now, since this market is a buying trend, we'll go over to the 1 minute time frame. We'll look for sell opportunity at this point. The market should buy. It's buying right now, but that doesn't mean the market won't sell. Now, if you take a look, if we zoom out a little bit, you can see that this market have been buying for a very long period of time. The height is very long. You can see the height, right? And there's a chances of the price dropping or crashing. So what we'll do right here is look for sell entries. You look for sell entries on the crash market. You look for sell entries here. The market sold. You can see it got to the higher time frame. It got to the overbought level 90 right here. Then you look for your sell. So very easy strategy for you to trade, the boom and crash indices successfully without breaking a sweat. You can see I just explained this to you guys to understand how to trade. As a beginner, this won't stress you at all. There are other strategies but they are a bit complicated, okay? But this is a very simple strategy for you to scalp the market. You take your buys, and when you're taking your buys, you want to make sure that you only take your buys. You don't buy more than 5. Boom and crash, you don't hold for a very long period of time unless you have big accounts, okay? So you want to make sure that you buy a small candles. You just buy the market for a very little period of time. You go in as scalping, taking advantage of small price movements, and you are out of the market. Okay, so I hope you understand what I've just said to you guys. All right, very easy strategy for you to understand. Okay, now another video, I'm going to make another video concerning the bull market, but it's not really that difficult. It's just you trade it the opposite way. Okay, but so for you to understand, I'm going to make another video on boom, but this is basically on the crash, for the crash market. Okay, so if you found value in this video, do it to like and subscribe. Okay, and also join our Telegram community, the Daily Forex on Telegram. On our Telegram community, I show you guys free signals and tips and strategies on how to trade boom and crash, volatility index, and also the Forex market. All right, so if you found value, do it to like and subscribe to this channel. I'll see you guys on the next video.